Hi, I'm Mike Duranko with Local Tea Company, and in this video is a companion to a blog post I wrote called Telling the Bees. We don't talk too much about tea in this video, but who doesn't like a little honey in their tea? In this video, we're going to take a look at the, I'll show you where we keep the hive. We'll see if there's any honey to harvest, and then I'll tell you a little bit more about the beekeeping tradition, Telling the Bees. Enjoy. So here's where we keep our beehive. This is the second floor off of our bedroom. It's away from the yard and a little bit detached, but it works really, really well for us. We used to keep the bees over there against that fence, but the lawnmower disturbed them, so we had to move them up here where it's a little less out of the way and they're undisturbed. That is Diane's guest house. I'll link to an article that ran in Sarasota Magazine. Dianne grew up in the house, and it's a pretty cool space. So, what you see there is about 10,000 bees, give or take. And we're gonna go ahead and check them out, go look inside the hive, and hopefully find some honey. Okay, so we're gonna do a little hive inspection here. Check out how the girls are doing and see if there might be some honey for us to share that they're sharing with us. A little bit of smoke. Okay, there should be a few frames in here that are good to go. Take a look. Oh yeah. That is a pretty full frame there, if you can see that. Not too many bees up here, but that one's looking pretty good. Oh, this one looks good too. Whoops. Not nearly as full, but that's okay. These are also looking pretty good, but I'm not sure I'm going to harvest these just yet. That is going to be beautiful. It's just not ready just yet. This one looks pretty good too. Bees are very gentle today, a little on the cool side, and most of them are out and about foraging. Oh, that's a nice full frame. So maybe we'll take this one too. Okay. On this little hive inspection, let's go see what it looks like to get the honey off the frames. So now I'm going to take you through and show you what I do to get the honey from the frames that we just took from the hives. There's many ways to do this. There's a centrifugal force that spins the frames, but I'm pretty small scale, and this is what I do. I also tend to do this when Dianne is out of the house because it can get a little bit sticky, and it's just better that way. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the hive tool. I'm going to take the frame, you'll see me, and I'm going to strip it through this filter. And what I'm basically doing is separating the comb and the honey from the wax. So here is what I do, and it is pretty satisfying. So this is front and back of one frame, and you can see here that this will continue to drain, and there may be a little bit of honey down here. I kind of use this as just a staging. And then for this, I'll go ahead and chop it up a little bit. Basically, I'm just gonna let gravity do its job. It's gonna take a while, but slowly and surely that honey is gonna drain, and we'll see how busy the bees have been and how much honey we get from these two frames. I also do collect this honey, the comb, excuse me, and then I purify it and take out all the whatever else is there. And what I end up with is this beeswax, which is pretty cool. I don't know what to do with this. Actually, I do know what to do with it, but I do have a lot of beeswax. So anyway, that's kind of what I do. So that is 2 frames worth. And then what I also will do is take a spoon and just kind of push this down to kind of move the honey through the filter. So I let this drain overnight, and you can see that it's a lot lighter and a lot of the honey is drained out. Gravity works. Okay, so let's put these into jars. And that's as simple as pouring the honey from the bowl into the jar. That's nice. So we have, from 2 frames, we have about 2 quarts. It's a little bit less, but not too bad. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. The honey is spectacular. It's a strong, gamey sweetness that I love in my morning cup of Lapsang, and in my Greek yogurt or oatmeal, and especially in the vinaigrette that Dianne whisks up a couple of times a week. It's just amazing to have honey so available from so close by. I wrote this blog post about a year ago, just after Queen Elizabeth passed away. I came across an article where the royal beekeeper at Buckingham Palace had to go and tell the bees that the queen had died. It also talked about the ancient tradition of beekeepers sharing the news of the day or family affairs with the bees. And I actually have to say, I enjoy doing the exact same thing. I'll come up here if I had a good day on the golf course or I had a good shots, and I'll share it with the bees, tell them about the golf scores. They're a lot more interested than Dianne is. I had a lot to share with the girls in 2023. Emily and Jessie are still living great lives. Jessie's busy studying for her next nursing degree, and Emily got her master's degree and is still loving teaching in Denver. Dad and I went over to the East Coast to visit Char and Bob for Thanksgiving. Melissa came in with her boy band from Park City. We had a great visit with Tyler, Finn, Garrett, and Jamie. We visited Rochester this summer to celebrate my mom's birthday. Bo and Liz came in from Connecticut. It was great to spend time with Larissa, Ginny, Madeline, and David showed me the reverse sear technique. And I played Oak Hill with the Augustinellis. Dianne is doing great and having a blast on a new project. Nikki got married in February at a gorgeous ceremony in St. Pete. Michigan State football had a tough year this year. Hopefully, Izzo will have a run in March Madness for our basketball team. Our world is in chaos with wars and politics, but I really don't need to tell that to the bees. I hope this gives you an idea of what telling the bees is all about. And as I mentioned in the article, telling the bees is generally thought to be a good and nice thing to do. My name is Michael Duranko, and I started Local Tea Company back in 2006 in Siesta Key Village here in Sarasota, Florida. The shop is still there. It's now the Bean Coffee House. We also operated the Selby House Cafe at Marie Selby Botanical Gardens for 9 years, and we had the Carriage House Tea Room there at Selby, where you could typically find Glynis Chapman talking tea. On Saturdays, we were at the Sarasota Downtown Farmers Market in our tea tent. Now our business is wholesale. We sell our teas through a network of serving partners, and we sell all of our teas at our website, localteaco.com. I hope with these videos that you'll learn a little bit more about our teas, about our serving partners, and some of the other things that we're up to. Enjoy.